Hello everybody, Brian Keeler here. I'm at Mansfield, Pennsylvania at the Commonwealth University of Pennsylvania at Mansfield, and I'm having a one-man show here now at the Loomis Gallery, and I'm doing this demonstration of a landscape for the students of Kenneth Cobb here in his studio, and I'm working on a piece of linen on masonite that I've prepared. The scene that I'm doing is a view of Ithaca. It's the Ithaca Falls in the early springtime. So if you come into the painting here, Ken, if you come in close, I'll explain about what I was doing. It's in a very generalized state here. I've been working about an hour and 3/4, and the students have been watching me the whole time. But I've got to where I wanted to be with just the basic breakdown of light and dark, and the light. It's done from a photograph that was in the early morning, and the light is coming in from the right, and has a couple of fishermen that I've suggested here, but it's kind of in a very abstract stage here right now, thinking of design, but as I move along it will become more realistic and articulated. And to recap some of the things that I was talking about, the first decision that I made was where the eye level was right about here. And then I talked about the importance of that in regards to the distribution of shapes. And then it has a lot of nice diagonal lights here, the streaking light coming across here, and then the cast shadows of the trees coming across here, and then the light coming up the side of the gorge. So there's inherent things about the image that I liked a lot. And then going back deep into the space of the image, so it has a depth to it. And I was standing on a bridge when I took the photograph, and I brought in this other plein air painting, if you'd come over here. It's one that I recently did in Delaware Water Gap, Pennsylvania, and I have it here as a kind of a contrast between the painting that I'm doing now. This one utilizes architecture and buildings and perspective, where the one that I'm working on here now is just a landscape. So I have those two types of paintings. This is a combination plein air painting and studio, whereas this one I've done here today in just this amount of time. So we're going to ask some of the students if they'd like to share some of their ideas. So anybody want to offer anything? How about you? You had some interesting observations.
It was interesting seeing it go from almost an abstract, like I wasn't sure where the lines were going. I looked away for a little bit and I looked back and was like, oh, okay, now I see, especially when like I blur my vision a little bit. And I can see why you step back a few times to kind of get a perspective, so you kind of know everything's on track. I also found that having the tone, starting with the tonal background, actually helps everything come together really well.
Thank you. And you asked about some of the challenges during the process, like what were the challenges of plein air painting? That was one of your questions.
Yeah, what are some challenges? And you had mentioned weather for one, and timing because of the lighting aspect. I thought it was kind of interesting that you started with the lightest of the light, and then you worked your way from there, and now I can really see why.
Yeah, okay, thank you. That's an interesting point. I did start with the lights here and established the lights, then went into the dark, so it's a painting that's easily broken down into light and dark patterns there. So anybody else feel brave? Want to offer anything? How about you?
Agreeing with Suzette, I think it was very interesting watching the underpainting help build a harmony in the painting and also help the atmosphere really come forward through it so far. The quickness with which it started to come together from an abstract painting to starting to see the forms, and also the process of drawing with your paint was really interesting to watch, and the kind of natural element it added to the scene because of the lack of control with the paint, or purposeful with the way that you were holding the paintbrush.
Oh, thank you. Great, great ideas. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing your observations. So that's my demo here at Mansfield, and it's been great to be here. Wonderful, attentive students and of Ken Cobb's, and you can look for the finished painting maybe in a few weeks on my website. Okay, thank you so much. Cheers.